Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tommy, aka Okunlola, aka the Dynasty, aka the Phoenix, aka your local Bruja. I'm doing this video today to give you simple instructions on how to start an ancestral shrine or ancestral altar. Okay. First off, the reason why you would want to create this altar or this shrine to pay homage to your ancestors and to ask for guidance for the things that we're going through right now in the life that we're living right now. You got to understand that they've already been through these things. Somebody somewhere down the line has already been through these things and can offer you guidance. So why not take it, right? We don't have to pay for it. It's not something that we got to go sit down in an office and, sign up for and be worried about if somebody's going to go and tell our business or whatever it may be. We can get pure guidance from our ancestors. So take advantage of it, okay? Also, they protect us and they give us strength. So why not take in all that we can? All right. So these are some simple things that we can use: a white piece of cloth, a cup for water, a vase for your flowers or a live plant, a white candle. I'm sorry, just got a little sidetracked. Cisco stocks is down 5.01% so far today, and that's not good because I was going to do an investment and buy some of their shares, but I'll stay looking at that. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Okay, so that white 7-day candle, a crucifix with or without Jesus hanging on it, Florida water, and sage. And I'll show you a few of the things that I have here. Okay, so this is a 7-day candle. Okay, and you can get it at your local grocery store or your local Botanica. Just put in Google Botanica near me and it'll pop up. Okay, this is Florida water, Florita water, agua. Okay, you want to use that. And also some sage. Sage cleanses your space, okay? Very strong and pungent. Okay, it cleanses out negative and positive energy. So after you use the sage, then you must fill your space up with another type of incense or smell that is going to bring positive vibrations to your space. Okay, I suggest using frankincense or myrrh. Okay, they are both very spiritual smelling incense, and our ancestors, they really like the myrrh, so go for that. Okay. And again, you can get that at the local Botanica or you can order it online. I like to use Amazon because everything comes in 2 days. All right. Okay. First things first, we need to figure out a place to put your ancestral altar at in your home, okay? So it can either go in your living room, the family room, a basement if you have one. Not too many people these days on the West Coast have basements, but if you have one on the East Coast or down south, then definitely use your basement. You can use your room or a closet also, okay? If you're going to put it in your room, if you are going to have sex or, have some type of sexual relations in your room, just make sure you're covering your altar with a white sheet or a white piece of cloth, okay? And the simple fact being, would you have sex in front of your grandmother, your grandfather? No, you wouldn't, okay? So just, it's out of the respect thing, okay? Okay, also, I would not recommend putting them in high traffic areas. So if you have people coming in and out your house, and more than likely they're going to grab something and say, hey, what's this? You don't want it there because that's going to be their energy on your stuff and you don't want that, okay? As far as your immediate family members, they can touch things, that's pretty much up to you who you want to touch and who do not to touch. But then, just somebody coming from the outside just touching your stuff, that's not cool. Okay, so don't put it in a high traffic area. Well, I don't suggest. You can do whatever you want to. Okay, there's no wrong and right things that are so strong where something is going to happen or you're going to get punished or whatever. So no, do what you want, do what you feel, what you are gravitating to. Okay. So once you find a place that you're going to put your altar in, you need to cleanse that space, okay? Cleanse the space, clear out the clutter, clean it up, and make it to, nice. If it's going to be in your room or the living room, just make sure that's always clean. I know all the time we can't, we don't have everything spick and span, that's unrealistic, but you can clean up at least twice a week, to make sure nothing's on the floor, make sure there's no clutter areas, okay? With clutter, can, hold negativity and hold negative energy. So you just want to make sure you're clearing any clutter out. And also cleanse the space with your sage. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to light your sage, and it's going to get real super smoky, and then you're just going to cleanse the area, okay? Make sure you are letting this smoke hit all surfaces of those walls of that space, okay? So that smoke should fill everything, okay? After the smoke cleanses everything, open up a window, let it out, okay? You don't want to sit in there and get all that, all that carbon monoxide poisoning going on from burning things. So open up some doors, that's fine, and fill the space up with something else. Those frankincense or myrrh incense that you bought, you're going to make it smoky in there with that too, okay? And that's basically clearing any negative energy out, any positive energy with that sage, and then you're filling it up with that frankincense and myrrh smells that the ancestors and the spirits like so much. Okay, so you'll use that. So we have a place, we cleanse our space. Now we really want to figure out who we want to put on our altar, okay? Do you want to put your grandmother on the altar? Do you want to put your grandfather on the altar? Your mother, your father, okay? You figure out who you want to put on there. And you are basically going by the energy that they had while they were here. What did they do? What did they take part in? You don't want to call any spirits to your space that were murderers or molesters or were low vibrational people that couldn't get themselves out of one state of the mind. You want to bring good energy. So those who were prosperous, those who helped out the community and helped out the family, the motherly, the motherly women who, mothered the whole block, or the grandmother that, was set in the kitchen and made tea for everybody, that healed everybody, that had all these traditions that she used to heal people. You want to bring out your benevolent ancestors and not your malevolent ancestors, okay? So figure out who you want to bring to your altar, what energies you want there, okay? Once you do figure out who you want to pay homage to, then you want to grab a picture of them. You can print it out or whatever. You can have something that they were really close to, a hat, a purse, a Bible, whatever, or a doll, as a representation or something. If you can't find any of those things, then you're just going to have a piece of paper and then you're going to write their name on it, okay? And each time you go to this altar, you basically read it in remembrance of them, okay? All right. So again, you want to call your benevolent ancestors, not your malevolent. The malevolent was the ones that didn't do so great while they were here. The benevolent one is the better ones. Okay. So you definitely want to call on the benevolent ancestors. All right. So now we got who we want to be on our ancestors. Okay. All right. On our ancestors' altar. Okay. The next thing we want to do is place our altar, okay? Place it in the corner of that space. You need a corner space, okay? It's best to put it in a corner space, but if you don't have the space for a corner space, put it against a wall, but it has to go against a wall and close to the floor, grounded to the floor. Our ancestors' spirits we stand on their shoulders because essentially they're in the ground, right? So we stand on their shoulders. So you want it to be as close to the ground as you can get it, okay? So if you can put it on the actual floor, but if you don't want to, if you think that's dangerous, because I think that's a little dangerous, you can get a piece of wood, a slab of wood, a slab of stone, or marble, anything you want to set your ancestral shrine on. Make sure it's a light color. If it's a dark color, like a dark marble or something, take that white piece of cloth and you'll place it over that that marble, that piece of wood or whatever, okay? And you got to think about, like, any colors that we use for this altar are going to be white. They're going to be an absence of color to be filled with different vibrations. We do know that colors carry their own vibration. White is the only color that is an absence of vibrations, or an absence of the energies from a color. So you want to use the white, okay? Once you do your white cloth down, you're going to take your Florida water, you're going to put it in your hand, you're going to rub it all around your hands, to kind of anoint your hands a little bit. And then you're going to take that Florida water and you're going to rub it on the items that we're going to be using, on the cup of water, on the vase, on the crucifix, okay? We're going to rub it around, and on the candle, you're going to rub it, rub it nice with all that Florida water, and it smells good. It's cologne, it's a cologne water, okay? And you're going to rub it on there, okay? The next thing is we're going to be using all the elements, okay? Again, you want to set your vase, and you're going to place your flowers, which is your earth element, on that altar, okay? And you'll place it to the back of that altar, okay? So to the back of the altar is going to be the flowers with the inside the vase and the water, of course, okay? And in front of that, to the left of that is going to be your cup of water. Okay. So your cup of water, it's going, filter water, and whatever cup, porcelain, glass cup you want to use, go ahead and feel free to use that. I like to use champagne glasses because they look nice. Okay. So that one cup is going to be, you're going to fill that cup up with water, okay, to the top of it. And then that cup of water is going to represent and be for the creator, your spirit guides, and also your ancestors. So that one cup will be for everyone, okay? There are tons of ways to do this, but this is the most simple way. This is what you want to start off from, at the point you want to start off at, and then let your spirit guides, point you to other directions if that's what it's going to be, okay? So you have that cup of water there. Then for the crucifix, you're going to lay it on top of the cup of water, not inside, but sit it on top of the glass, okay? To where it looks like, I'll show you. Okay, so it'll kind of, it'll look like this on top of a glass water. And this is an ankh. You can also use ankhs, but use a cross also, because our most recent ancestors practiced Christianity, so you want to use the cross. Okay, but it'll sit like on top of that, like that, okay? All right. Okay, and again, that's going to represent the spirit guides, your ancestors, and also the creator, okay? The next thing you want to do is use your candle, okay? Your candle will sit to the front, okay? So your earth is in back, your water is to the left, your fire is right in front, okay? That white candle, okay, go ahead and set it in front. And then your air is going to be to your right side, okay? Your air can be your incense. You're burning your incense. But if you don't want to burn incense, there's always air in the air. Of course, that sounds crazy, but there's air. But burn this incense, that's air, okay? So we have our earth, we have our water, we have our fire, we have our air, and we have our spiritual, which is our pictures of our ancestors, or the paper with our ancestors' name on there, okay? All right, so these are the basic things you're going to be needing. All right, while you are fixing up your ancestors' altar, you can say prayers, cleansing the space. Okay, there is one prayer that I see in this book here, and this is one that I used when I first started off with my ancestral shrine. It's called Ancestral Paths. Okay, and it's by a priestess of Oshun. Okay. So this is one that she put here, but again, when it's original, it's more effective. So write your own, say your own thing. You don't have to go by this, okay? But if you want to go by this, that's fine too, okay? But it says, in the name of all that is holy, just, and pure, and light, love, truth, and wisdom, let this mixture be blessed and purified for my intended purpose. I call upon my guardian angel and superior guides to give me the strength and energy to charge these ingredients with love, positivity and nothing but goodness, so that all negativity and evil influences will be turned away and removed from this space that is being cleansed for the purpose of communicating with my ancestors and spirit guides. Okay, so that's one thing you can say. Again, make up something. Hey, I'm cleansing this space for my ancestors and spirit guides. Any negative spirits or those who not wanted here, please flee this area. Whatever you want to say, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. So after you're done with that, while you're saying your prayer while you're fixing it up, you're going to pray before you actually light that candle, and you're going to dedicate that light in your whole space to those certain ancestors that you wrote down and figured out that you want to dedicate that space to. And here's another prayer that you can use, but of course, when you're original, it's more effective. As I stand in front of my altar, I call upon the spirit guides of my ancestors. I call upon my ancestors from near and from far. I call upon my distant ancestors and those recently deceased. I call upon all those I know and remember, and all those I have forgotten, but whose blood runs through my veins. Greetings and good blessings too. And then you'll start saying the names of the ancestors that you want to be present in that space or to enjoy that space, okay? All right. And that's pretty much it. You end it with the end your prayer, close it off. You can close it off with an amen, an ashe, or may it be so. Okay. So those that's basically what you'll do. And again, these are very simple things. Once you light this candle after you say that last prayer, try to leave it lit for about 7 days straight so you can get the full essence of the ancestors there. Okay. So they'll know that, hey, this is the space for me. When she comes here, she's going to be talking to me. Whatever, and so on and so forth. Okay. So try to leave it for 7 days. That doesn't mean leave the house and leave your candle lit. Be safe, be smart, use your common sense. Okay. While the candle is lit, you can talk to your ancestors, ask them questions, ask them for guidance, okay? This is the whole point of that. Ask them for guidance. We need that, okay? Again, there are some ancestors that's going through the same thing that you are going through now. Why not ask for the guidance and make it a little bit easier, or make that time of going through grief a little bit short, okay? You can ask for anything pretty much, and they'll look out for you. They are there to help you. Remember, ancestors that help us are the ones that are still connected to this earthly realm, and it may be you that's connecting them. They know you need guidance, so hey, they can't leave until they guide you to the path that you need to be at, your ultimate path. Okay, so that's the whole point of everything. All right, but that's pretty much it. As far as giving other offerings, hey, believe me, you'll start knowing what to do, because you're going to start getting these little messages, okay? And I don't mean messages coming out of the blue like people or, the spirits coming out and saying, hey, I want you to do this. No, it doesn't work like that. It's more symbolic. You'll be knowing through dreams, through other people, through things that you see and catch your eye, and you automatically will know, okay, I know this is for that, okay? So go with your intuitions and let that drive you, okay? Anytime that you feel that things are not the way that you want them to be, or the energy is not right, sage it again. Go through your prayers again, okay? All right. But other than that, that's pretty much it, you guys. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and put them below, or you can, hit me up any way that you see fit. But that's it in a nutshell. Okay. I hope this helps someone. I had this urge as soon as I woke up to make this video. And if you all know me, I don't make videos. I don't like to be like on Front Street all the time, but this is something that needed to be done. I was moved to do, so I definitely did it. But I'm out. Okay. Peace and blessings to all, and you guys have a great day.